What's up, everybody? Welcome Squad Squad and welcome to Slav Guns on Tour. We're at SHOT Show 2023 and I'm at a booth that a lot of you have requested and something that's of interest to many people. I am at the Christensen Arms booth and we're looking at probably what I would say is the fastest growing side of long-range rifles, and that would be competitive shooting, that would be extended long-range shooting. So I'm here with Jeff taking a look at two rifles that will be of interest to almost anybody who's doing PRS production division shooting or somebody who just wants a really nice gun to go and take it out to further distances. So Jeff, thank you very much for having me here.
You bet.
I definitely appreciate it. So as we know, over the past few years, the PRS production division, well, PRS in general, PRS shooting has been blowing up, but it quickly became an equipment race, and apparently not everybody can afford $10,000 on a gun before they do anything else. So the PRS production division came out, and I guess that makes it a little bit less of an equipment race, and it basically put in place the rules where anybody should be able to afford a good quality rifle to shoot in those divisions. And Christensen came out with not one, but two different offerings for that. And look at these guys, they are beautiful. So Jeff, walk us through this. What do we have here, and kind of like what are some of the unique features that sets these apart and kind of makes it competition ready, or just ready for anybody to go long range shooting or even long range hunting?
Sure. And for our part, we recognize PRS in the competitive shooting world, but for us, even a bigger demographic is just a recreational long-range shooter. Somebody that likes to grab a rifle that's of appropriate design and go shoot long distances on their weekends. And so we tried to do a little bit for both. And what we have in front of us here are two modern precision rifles. The back one here is a standard production version.
You can grab that.
Okay.
And
lift it up.
so we can.
So
hold it, go ahead.
The standard production version, obviously, it's adjustable for cheek rise and length of pull. That's very important as you set these rifles up, especially a chassis gun. Not everybody's the same facial structure, and not everybody's going to have the same axis of their optic. And so the adjustability for cheek rise and length of pull by simply loosening those Allen head set screws makes it easily adjustable. A lot of guys, as they enter competition, will want a bag rider or a monopod. We've got an outlet right here for a 1-inch pick rail. You can easily install a monopod or a bag slider on it. It folds right here, and it folds to the bolt, so the other side remains smooth to slide down in the backpack. It's held together by a rare earth magnet right here, so easy to close and easy to open. We figure we put a standard AR pistol grip on here from the factory. That's the thing that probably the majority of our customers, as soon as they buy it, they take that off and put the grip of choice on there, right? We all do that.
I mean, and grips, I mean, they're definitely, I mean, there's no right or wrong. I mean, there's grips that people prefer, and it's really about personal preference and how you're planning on shooting the rifle as well.
And it gives you a chance as a shooter to start to customize your rifle a little bit. If you're a rubber over-molded Hogue guy, slap one on there and you're good to go. Trigger Tech trigger, adjustable Trigger Tech trigger with a flat shoe. People love that. AICS CIP length magazines in long action. It ships with a 20 MOA declinated rail, so you got 20 minutes of built-in elevation from the factory. This is our new FFT handguard. You can see kind of the chopped carbon fiber appearance there, and then we finish it with one of our carbon barrels and our standard side port brake. So that's the typical Golden Bullseye Award winner, MPR, won the award in 2020, Rifle of the Year. Great rifle for us. Perfect solution for quasi hunting and maybe just some recreational long range shooting. This year, we improved on that format by making a competition ready rifle. Now, everything in the back, the same features exist, adjustability, the stock will fold, but starting at the pistol grip, you'll notice it's a pure 90-degree approach and the thumb shelf. Everybody that's going to shoot that competition is going to want that thumb shelf, and so that pistol grip will probably stay on the majority of these guns. A lot of
and the cool thing about this grip is, I mean, if you're anybody who's watching like long range shooting videos, and even I would say even a lot of AR shooters right now are doing the same thing, and definitely in my videos you'll see that the thumb is going to be on the same side as the trigger finger, and the entire point with that is that it helps you, I guess for most people, it'll help you pull the trigger back in a more straight back fashion without twisting it, because I mean, keep in mind we have these long barrels, and even as you go out in further distances, twisting it just a little bit will have a significant impact on the point of impact downrange. So it's awesome to see a factory gun that actually comes with grips such as this.
Very purpose built.
Yeah.
And the thing you realize quickly, if you're a long range shooter, 1 inch at 100 translates into 10 inches at 1,000.
Yeah.
And so anything like that you can do to increase your consistency and have less effect on the shot as you shoot will help you downrange.
And I guess you can also even say it doesn't necessarily make the rifle more accurate, but it helps you as the shooter extract the most out of the rifles and what's possible.
It's the right equipment for what you're trying to do. So and again, we got the straight shoot Trigger Tech trigger. It is adjustable. 20-minute rail built on here. The biggest difference between this firearm and this firearm is right here.
Okay.
The zero taper stainless steel bull barrel. This rifle comes in, depending on long action, short action, at about 16 or 17 pounds. And so it's heavy enough that it's weight prohibitive to carry hunting, but it's ideal for going from the vehicle to the bench or the mat and then back to the vehicle.
And for comparison, what's the weight on the other guy?
These are about 7 pounds. This weighs about 10 pounds less.
Yeah.
Now, a little bit of insight.
And from the side, it doesn't look like it, but when you pick it up, it is.
It is heavy, for sure. So just kind of as a sidelight, as we're telling the story, one of the things we wanted to do down here at SHOT Show when we participated in the industry day at the range, we brought this rifle. And we brought this rifle chambered in 6mm Creedmoor, and it was one of the favorite rifles we had on the range yesterday. And I'll just tell you, in 6 Creedmoor, with a really good long-range 27 power optical sight on there, we were able to help almost 100 people. I think it was like 86 or 87 people hit a target at 1,100 yards with this rifle. We had to call a little bit of wind. It was crazy wind.
It was. I mean, we had up to 60-mile-an-hour gusts.
It was bad. It probably averaged 15 to 25 with gusts up around 50.
Yeah.
And so there were times when we would have people holding wind, and it bothered them because the reticle was entirely off the target. And we just said, have faith, pull the trigger, and sure enough, they'd get an impact. So that was the kind of wind we were dealing with yesterday. But it was really educational and eye-opening for a lot of our customers and people in general to shoot long range with a firearm designed to do exactly that and then see the result. So it was a lot of fun to take that purpose-built gun out there and share long range shooting with a lot of the people.
And one of the things, I guess the question that people will definitely have is, when it comes to a gun for the PRS production division, one of the things that basically states, especially if you're buying it in a caliber such as 6 Creedmoor, which is not necessarily going to have the longest longevity versus 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor, you have to, how can somebody go and replace the barrel?
The barrel is easily replaced. All you need to do is contact your dealer or Christensen Arms direct, and we will have barrels in the rack ready to go. So of the whole firearm, the barrel is the easiest to replace part of it and probably the least expensive. It's way cheaper than your scope or your action for sure. So yeah, when barrel life is over, depending on how many rounds that is, we'll have another barrel for you.
And it's not going to be something that somebody has to wait like 5 months to get, because one consideration is, okay, well, if I get a rifle, are the barrels going to be available, because I can't afford to miss a match?
They will be immediately available. Yeah, awesome. We will always try to have barrels in the rack ready to go, ready to support our dealers.
So I'm assuming both of these rifles are going to be available through the dealers, or can somebody go and purchase a specific rifle directly from Christians?
We don't sell direct. Everything we do is through dealers or distributors. So if you've got a dealer next to you, they can order these guns. If you have a store next to you that doesn't have Christensen Arms on the rack, they can call one of our national distributors. We have 5 of them. And those national distributors will easily sell right to that gun store, and they can order it that way. So either through distribution or dealers, these are ready and available now.
And what type of calibers are these available in?
So a lot of the marksmanship calibers, considered long-range calibers. We even rolled out 6 GT in this rifle.
That is my next one. Go ahead.
We've got a few different really cool calibers. 6 arc, a lot of fun calibers.
And we've actually done a series on the channel in 6 arc, so that's definitely going to be of interest to a lot of people.
Kind of cool. Yeah. It's a fun little caliber. It may not be a caliber suitable for everybody. It's never gonna fight the wind like 300 Norma, but it's a fun little gun to shoot for sure.
And ultra low recoil. I mean, it's accurate out to 1,000, 1,200 yards without a problem, and decent battery life, which is most important.
And if you hand load, it doesn't hurt very bad to load 100 arc rounds for sure. It's easy and fun to do. So So yeah, that's what we got to offer.
All right, so then the question is, and I guess probably the most impressive part is, so we have a chassis rifle, precision made, with all the adjustments that you will need, with a carbon fiber forend and a carbon fiber barrel. So what can somebody expect to pay for that?
So this rifle is a shade over 2,000, and then this one's a little bit more than that, obviously. MSRP is just kind of a guideline. We sell to dealers through dealers, and a lot of times those dealers will adjust their price a little bit. So,
And you know, like it's nuts to think that, and I guess the question is why. I mean, how come in 2023 we now have the ability to buy a pretty much carbon fiber gun with carbon fiber barrel, carbon fiber forend for just $2,000?
so a lot of that has to do with the innovation in composites.
Yeah.
This flash forge technology allows us to make components very, very reasonably. The machining techniques to machine billet aluminum into the chassis, it's just all of that has changed. So manufacturing ability has improved. Our production ability has increased. We're able to make more guns now at a less cost.
Okay.
So,
And I guess along the same lines, I mean, typically when you go to a gun store or a gun dealer and you're looking at various rifles, most people are going to assume that the one with the carbon fiber barrels is going to be more expensive than the one with the regular steel barrel, versus here it's a little bit inverse. So is there any reasoning behind it, or how does that work?
the work and parts we do in this gun justify a price point that's slightly higher.
Okay.
Now we offer a steel barreled version of the regular
Okay.
MPR, and that steel barreled version is less than the
Okay.
carbon barreled version. The other thing I would mention about both of these guns, they both carry an accuracy guarantee. We guarantee that they'll shoot 3 shots under 1 MOA at 100 yards. And the other thing that's good about our rifles, they're all backed by a lifetime guarantee. So if something were to go wrong with the guns that wasn't your fault and wasn't malicious, we'll take care of it for you. So you got the company guarantee.
Awesome. So remind us of the names of these rifles and where can people find more information on these two guns?
They're on our website. You can do all kinds of research there. Barrel lengths, twist rates, calibers, and the MSRP is all on our website.
Awesome.
This is the modern precision rifle, and this is the modern precision rifle competition.
Awesome. So Jeff, thank you very much for taking the time to show us these guns. I know there are people going to have a lot of questions. Leave them as a comment below and we'll definitely get some answers to those. And let me know what you think of these. Or do these tickle your fancy, and is this going to be something that you might consider for your next rifle? And what I really want to know is, if you're looking at these rifles, are you actually planning on shooting matches, or is this really just going to be a rifle that you just want to get that you know is not going to hold you back as a shooter? As always, thank you for watching. Keep on squatting, and I'll see you in the next video linked up here. Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah.
All right.
Glad to do it.